I heard that there was something going on with the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo that involves Lillie right now, so let's go and see what it's about. Like, I just saw her while I was skirting around. I've seen some pictures going on, so let's see what is happening. She's just staring off into the sky at the ocean. It's a beautiful view. She wishes she could share it with you. Oh, really? Oh, really now? Hello? Who are you and what's in that bag? Like, I saw someone tweeted at me and said, what's in the bag? I was like, oh my goodness. So let's figure out what is in it. Professor Kukui is helping me take care of my Pokemon and bye. No, wait, is it okay? I'm gonna go and restart the demo because I thought that there would be the opportunity to say multiple things, but no, she immediately runs off. Does she do the same thing? If you ask what's in the bag, she's gonna be like, no, nothing, and then books it. Oh, I didn't. That's interesting right there. So I did. All right, looks like the soft reset was successful. Give me answers, Lillie. Don't run away from me like that again. She is such a mysterious girl, isn't she? Now the weird thing is, like, she's talking to her bag right here. At first I was like, oh, is she having some kind of like personal monologue? Like, man, I miss my friends or something like that. But no, the Pokemon isn't even allowed outside of the bag or something like that. And then she is completely shocked by that. And it's the same. It's the same movement that she does in the E3 trailer, which we will bring up. What's in your bag? So she just kind of phoned in that response. Interesting. I hope to see you again sometime. Well, that's gonna happen, and she's like glowing because of the moonlight. So that happened. You ask her who she is, and then you also ask her what's in the bag, and she gives you the same response and then runs off. So when it comes to Lillie, we have a little bit of new-ish information coming from like the anime and stuff. Like right here, she likes Pokemon, but for some reason cannot touch them. And also, this whole bag thing does relate to what we saw at the E3 demo, and everything is starting to add up to try to figure out what's going on with Lillie and what's in her bag and why she's such a weird, mysterious little girl and stuff like that. So yeah, the anime department does give us this. So why can't she touch them? Is this like something like Tori, that she's afraid of Pokemon but doesn't want to touch them, but at the same time it says she likes Pokemon, and even from her bio, so it's not like she's terrified. Does she just not like the feel of Pokemon, or can she just physically not touch them, or bad things happen, which is why it's stuck in her bag? She can't even like pull out the Pokemon and be like, hey, go and check this out, because if Pokemon like jumps out of her bag, because it's obviously squirming around and stuff, she can't go and pick it up and grab it. So that's actually a really weird interaction right there. And then we can actually see from another teaser, a poster that we got from the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, it kind of goes along with that. Like, look at Lillie right there. She seems terrified, worried, like, oh no, I almost touched a Pokemon. And I don't see her bag around here, do I? No. Either way, like, yeah, she's kind of acting all weird. That's because Togedemaru and Pikachu are running around through the place. So it's like she can just straight up not touch any Pokemon? Was there worry of some type? Like, what is going on right here? And also, in like some of the Pokemon trailers that we've seen for the game and the anime, you know, Lillie is running around. So she seems like a normal girl until these weird personal reasons kind of come up and get in the way. So right here, this is the Pokemon Sun and Moon demonstration from E3. This is like straight up in-game story. This isn't a demo. This isn't like the demo that we have. This is going to be the finalized game at some point. So Kukui's talking about this, and there is a trial going on. And look at that. Lillie responds. The bag goes pew, and then it starts like shaking around and stuff. So it makes like a Pokemon noise. It's doing things, and she does the same animation. Like, that's what I first noticed with that trailer, or in the demo. She like kind of beats around a bag like, no, quiet down. And does anyone care? Kukui just seems completely unfazed by what's going on. Did no one notice that? Is this like, is she that good and then it's just meant for us to see it? Like, or do they just say, her bag does that all the time? Like, Kukui seems very indifferent, which is kind of interesting. So you two will be taking part in the battle, and then I don't like Pokemon fighting each other since they get hurt, but since it's an opponent event, or since it's an important event, I'll watch you both. Like, that's just weird how Lillie is like a normal girl 95% of the time until like weird things happen, because she was just, you know, she was happy, she was smiling. It's not like she's concerned or distraught by this mission she has to do. She was just checking out, she's like, oh man, the ocean looks beautiful tonight, and then her bag acts up, and then, you know, her bag acts up and she starts freaking out again. So that's some weird stuff right there, and we can just see from her bio, so this is in like the people of the Alola region, talking about Lillie. Lillie is a mysterious girl. Thanks for telling that. It's like she's officially mysterious, according to the Pokemon Company, who assists the professor. This young girl is about the same age as your character. She's working as the Professor Kukui's assistant for personal reasons. No one really knows. I guess not even Kukui really knows. She's not fond of making Pokemon fight in battles, but she loves reading and has devoured many books. Lillie will play an important role in the story of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. We even see that, like, she follows you around on your adventure. She takes one of the boats off of the main island and is just kind of traveling around with you as things are happening. And now we're going to start getting into spoiler territory. So if you've not seen the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo data mine leak spoiler, I'm going to make this a crazy run-on sentence to give you enough time to get off of your couch from eating Doritos and stuff to go and click off the video. That way you can't accuse me that I wouldn't just drop some kind of thing on you without any spoiler information. Here it is. Okay, so Ultra Beasts are capturable in Ultra Beast balls. This is kind of playing on the theory that Lillie is an Ultra Beast that a lot of people have said. But also, another thing that is kind of sparked up is that what if these are pre-evolutions to the legendary Pokemon and Lillie is carrying one of them around? Because, who knows, like, legendary Pokemon in the anime and even in the games and stuff, like, they have these really interesting backstories kind of following around with them. And wouldn't it be crazy if Lillie did have one of these guys and it's going to be, like, crucial to the story? That's why she's carrying around for, like, the right moment when it needs to work, or she's been told stories, or she figured out something, or she's been given a mission. It's like, you do not open this bag because the entirety of the world depends on it. And also at the same time, you need to take care of this thing or something crazy. But yeah, the face when the legendary is a 3-stage evolution, and also the Pokemon inside of Lillie's bag. This is just a theory, but it seems like a pretty strong theory at the same time. And the weird thing is, when we first saw these guys, we were thinking, oh, this one just evolves into Lunala because that makes sense, and then this one evolves into Solgaleo because that makes sense. But at the same time, this Pokemon can do both. And if you look at its coloration, it does have blue and it has red, pinkish. Either way, like, I think it's still symbolizing like sun and moon, or at least having different colors right there to make up for the purple. And when you look at the demo data mine, these Pokemon don't like go, okay, this one and then Lunala and then this one in the Pokedex. No, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So showing that this could be a split evolution line. Like, that would be the coolest thing ever. That would be the coolest thing ever if the legendaries are don't only just have pre-evolution forms, but have a split evolutionary line, which means that it's going to be the same story until it gets decided, depending on what game that you bought, what event ends up happening. That is, like, absolutely amazing. And if it is the Pokemon side of Lillie's bag, then the story comes together in so many different ways. And then we still have to worry about what's going on with Ultra Beasts, because that will suddenly tie in. Also, I did want to bring this up, that I remember when, initially, when people were watching this, they were thinking that was like a Zygarde cord inside of her bag, and that would like work out with this. But then we see that Dexio and Cena are kind of taking control of the Zygarde storyline parts for it. Now, it does seem like if you collect cores and cells, the path to finding Zygarde in Pokemon Sun and Moon becomes more clear. So I believe it has been kind of confirmed that we more interact with these guys in the post-game, and I don't think that means Zygarde is going to have too much of a big storyline influence on the main storyline, but there's still, like, the Zygarde storyline with the Solgaleo Lunala storyline, and how does it all tie into Ultra Beasts? This would actually be a really crazy tie-in for that. Let's go and pull up Ultra Beasts. So, I think that's under, like, region, right? And then it's talking about, yeah, Ultra Beasts threaten the Alola region. So that's going back to this picture right now, because if you look at this picture, there are people talking about, like, the similarities and what's going on, because if Lillie could be the link between the two stories, because we know about the Aether Foundation, we know that they're researching Ultra Beasts, and then Ultra Beast 01 just kind of, like, oozes on into the world, and then scary things are happening because of that. But that means if Lillie is connected to Ultra Beasts, because she looks like one of the Ultra Beasts, and even the blurb about this Ultra Beast is kind of crazy, you know. It is said that for some reason, its movements resemble those of a young girl. And it also has a glass-like substance kind of body, and it's constantly changing shapes, never settling on one. Now, here's the thing. I don't think Lillie is an Ultra Beast. That's kind of going back to the Ultra Beast balls, because wouldn't that be weird if you could just go and catch a person that you've been, like, engaging with the whole time? Even if they were, like, an Ultra Beast posing as a person, that's still pretty weird and, like, quite the moral dilemma. But at the same time, we see Lillie throughout the story. She's following us around, and then the Ultra Beasts come out of interdimensional portals. I think it feels like that maybe Ultra Beasts are created, or their form changes are to resemble those that they take a fondness into, you know? Its movements resemble those of a young girl. So maybe it's just that kind of preference, that whatever is going on, it doesn't even have, like, a conscience. It seems more of a survival instinct than anything, so it would prefer to just kind of gently flow and float around the region and stuff like that. That could be a reason why it wants to resemble Lillie, and not that Lillie is necessarily the Ultra Beast. And we can see the other things. Like, this looks like crazy close to Guzma, and then all of these other ones. Like, we've already known that Lusamine, this, and then people have been trying to figure out Gladion and that. Now, if this story ties together, then that means, yeah, the legendaries actually will play a role when it comes to fighting the Ultra Beasts, even though it doesn't seem that way, and even though we already know the Island Guardians are interacting with the Ultra Beasts from, like, those trailers that we've seen introducing Ultra Beast 2 and, yeah, 2, depending on Pokemon Sun and Moon, because they come out of their sky portal, and then they go and try to fight in Tapu Koko right here. So because of this, like, apparently everything's just kind of going to fold in on itself, and it's not going to be that crazy, but also, it's easy to forget about what role the Aether Foundation plays in this. Is the Aether Foundation really an evil organization? It almost seems so at this point. And because of that, it would be really cool to see how it all comes together. And I think that's kind of it. The rest of it is just kind of like speculation on what's going on with the Ultra Beast. And that's a really cool thing that's going on, honestly. Even with all the data mining, even with all the demo leaks, even with all the crazy stuff going on right here, we still don't know anything about the game. Like, every time, even when Pokemon reveals, like, 8 new Pokemon, or gives us, like, 10 new gameplay features going on, and gives us a huge news leak, people are complaining, like, oh, there might not be anything left to find out in the game, even from, like, official news reveals, not to mention the data mining. We have the data mine, and it still doesn't make any sense. Like, we still have to play the game to understand what's going on, no matter how much is being revealed, and that's a pretty crazy thing to think about. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Pokemon Sun and Moon, getting pretty crazy. What do you guys think is in Lillie's bag? Do you think this is actually like the pre-evolution kind of thing, and that she's holding the key to whatever whatever role these Pokemon are playing in the storyline? Because now, another thing to remember is that if we go to Solgaleo and Lunala, they do play an important role in the story, and they also have alternate forms. I actually don't think the data mine revealed these alternate forms, which kind of implies something else, but yeah, we won't figure out. So what will these two do when they fully release their power? Who knows? We don't really know. So there's gonna be so many things that will like collapse in on itself for a pretty crazy story. Even knowing all this information, it's still gonna be a surprise. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.